Are we live? We are live. We are live. Welcome, welcome, welcome back, Dukes and Dukettes. It's your man, Eddyed. Back at you with another Scary Saturdays, man. Go get your snacks. Go get your drinks. I'm probably going to say this like 4 times because we're waiting on others to come on in here. But if you haven't already, get yourself ready. Be ready for Freddy. We got some stories here, man. That's gonna be scary. If this is your first time tuning in, you better come correct. Make sure got your lights dim. Make sure you got your blank. Oh, hey, Sergeant George, what's good? Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, waiting on people to come up on in here, guys. Give you guys a couple minutes. Yeah, we got some good stuff today or tonight. We got some good stories tonight. Looking forward to hearing them. First time hearing the stories, so fresh reaction. As always, I like to keep it fresh. And Sergeant George, I think this is the first time I've seen you in here, so thank you for tuning in to the live. You know, tuning into the live. We're gonna do this thing right as we customarily do at the end of the videos, the scary videos. That is, we're gonna do a different video, which is more like something to laugh at, something to like get our minds off of the scary stuff. So I like to end off with on a happy note. Okay, so because last time I got some people saying they had nightmares, so we're gonna have to keep this ending on a good note thing going. What's up, V? We got Yuri, aka Brother Bear. Welcome in, man. Good to see you guys. Let's give the others a little bit more time. I'm gonna pull up some other videos real fast. But yeah, man, we're gonna get rolling soon. Hope you guys had a good Friday. Wait, Friday. This is Saturday. Hey, my whole week is jacked up ever since the Thanksgiving. My Thanksgiving trip. You know, my scheduling has been a little bit off, but as you can see, no doubt. Okay. Half a light elevation. Okay. But yeah, just a couple more minutes. We'll do a warm up video, I guess, to get us ready. Oh my gosh. All right. I know you guys can't see the screen right now, but we're gonna get this thing rolling soon. Couple more people, time for those that are coming on in here. But like I was saying, man, my trip kind of messed me up, scheduling wise, and definitely coming back has been a little bit of a challenge this time around. I just got a lot of things going on, so had to reschedule a shoot that I was supposed to do today that I couldn't do today, so I had to reschedule it for next couple weeks or whatever. So moving things around, just trying to get things in order. But we have a Scary Saturdays again. Last week we didn't have it for obvious reasons. I was out of town, but we're back with it. So let's get started really soon. Let me see something. Trying to see. Oh, that's weird. All right. Wait. I'm looking at some try not to laugh thumbnails for the ending, but if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. It is free 99. I'm not gonna charge you. You're not being charged. So definitely subscribe if you're new. Without further ado, let's get started, man. Let's hop into the first video. This one's gonna be a little bit light. You know, we're gonna start off light and then we're gonna get a little heavier. But let me switch the scene here. Let's get right to it. Ooh, a lot of tabs open. All right. First video. This video will make you hate caves. Me personally, I've never been in a cave before. Have I? I may have been in a cave. Like maybe at well, like I don't think Disney counts. Like Disney Universal caves, those don't count. Let me see. I'm pretty sure if you were to show this to Reese, he would run for his life. Dang, ain't no need to be this scared. But yeah, the caves though. Personally, I don't think I'll go inside a cave. Like out in the wild. I don't have any business going out to the cave. So this probably wouldn't be my scenario unless I had to go save somebody, depending on the situation. Like if I told you not to go to the cave and you say, well, I just want to go, and you get got. I told you. I told you not to go and you get got. I might have to leave you. And based on what I hear, if I hear like a weird, a weird noise or a roar or something, and you scream for help, look, I gave you, I said don't go to the cave. You want anyway. You got. I might have to leave the spot. I'm just saying. So don't go to no caves with me because you might get left. But me personally, I'm not going to a cave out in the wild. I don't think that's a good idea. Why? What's in the cave that I need to go check out? What's in the cave that I need to go check out? You know, that's what I always ask myself. But hope you guys can hear me good. Let me check my mic just in case, because I know we had mic problems earlier. Testing one. Okay, we're good. Alrighty. All right, let's hop straight into it, man. No more talking.
The discovery made by the YouTuber Connor Kelly in the McCoy Mine in Lander County, Nevada. The McCoy Mine is a silver and gold mine at the elevation of 5,400 feet. Connor arrives in a group of 4 via motorbikes, and upon entry of the cave, everything seems normal at first. But as they get deeper into the cave, Connor notices something reflecting the light of his flashlight. As they get closer, they realize what it is.
What it?
Oh, Jesus, what the fuck?
See? They're like, come on, man. Come on. He said, Sergeant George said, I've been inside a haunted house, castle, but I've never been inside of a haunted cave. Yeah, hey. These people here, they're like, what the F? Like, what is that? I don't blame them. But this is like the main reason why I wouldn't go to a cave. Like, what is in there? I don't know. I'm not going to go find out and get got. I'm just not going to. There's some weird stuff on this earth. You know, I don't know if Bigfoot is real, but that's besides the point. I'm saying there's stuff that are strange creatures that aren't like out in the open. You know what I mean? So if you go to a cave, you might find one of them. I'm not trying to find out. That's all I'm saying. I heard I've been to a farm and I heard a donkey do whatever noise they do, laugh or whatever you call it. I don't know what you call it, but I've seen a donkey. I heard a donkey do their noise at night, and that's the scariest noise I've ever heard from an animal on earth. Imagine whatever that is, what kind of noise it makes, and it's not even domestic.
It's a shoe. Oh, okay. Is that like a fossil?
It's a pile of shoes, but to make it even more disturbing, it's a pile of children's.
It's a pile of shoes. Man, what kind of anticlimactic
shoes? Mixed in with the shoes are various bones laying in the pile.
What the?
Connor then looks further down the cave, and you can see skeletal remains of some type of animal, possibly a coyote or deer. The shoes all appear to be older, with 80s styling on a lot of them, and obviously whoever or whatever put them there deliberately made a pile out of them.
Oh shoot, is it down there? It is in caves now. Oh my goodness. It is in caves, bro. This is crazy.
Connor said they contacted police on the matter, but they didn't seem to take it seriously or care. The bones could easily be explained away as the cave being some kind of animal feeding grounds, but the pile of shoes isn't as easily explainable. There's always the question of if this was a prank to scare people, but this honestly seems like it would take a lot of effort for a prank or failed viral video attempt. A more disturbing explanation would be that this is or was a dump for abducted kids, where their shoes would be removed for whatever reason and dumped there, possibly as trophies. An example that could be compared to this was in the early 1900s in Walled Lake, Michigan. There was believed to be a sick and cruel man who began murdering kids in the area, and after he would dispose of the bodies, he threw their tiny shoes up into the branches of a tree. Eventually the man was caught and people found his tree ornamented with dangling shoes of dead children, almost as if it were one big trophy to him. Whether this is something similar to that, or just a weird prank that somebody spent way too much time on, will probably remain a mystery. But one thing's for certain, there aren't many possible explanations for this.
Yeah, this guy look high already, man. This guy on this commercial, he's definitely lit.
If you're claustrophobic, this story will make you uneasy. This is the tragic tale of John.
I am very claustrophobic. I don't like tight spaces, especially when it's dark. I am claustrophobic, man. Claustrophobic, being like small tight spaces, I get like, you know, like when you get the chills or like the shivers, like you just want to shake. That's what I get thinking about it. Like when I think about being in a tight space or cave, I'm like dying. That's how I feel, but let's continue.
John Edward Jones, who was a 26-year-old medical student and family man. When he was younger, he explored many caves with his father and his brother, so he'd been exploring caves practically his entire life. But one cave proved to be too dangerous even for John, the Nutty Putty Cave. This cave was known for its notoriously narrow spaces. They were first explored by Dale Green in 1960. The cave is located southwest of Utah Lake and 55 miles from Salt Lake City. John entered Nutty Putty Cave at around 8 p.m. on the evening of November 24, 2009, a few days before Thanksgiving. John, his 23-year-old brother Josh, and several other friends and family members all decided to explore Nutty Putty Cave as a way to spend time with each other ahead of the holiday. John was married, had a 1-year-old daughter, and was attending medical school in Virginia. He had come back home to Utah to spend some time with his family for the holiday, making the story all the more tragic. About an hour into their expedition into the Nutty Putty Cave, John decided to crawl through a tight passage that he mistakenly thought was known as the birth canal. Unfortunately, this passage was way tighter. He inched his way into the narrow passage head first.
Like, look at this, bro. This looks wild. He dived into it head first. Goodness gracious. I don't know about you guys, but this is disturbing to me.
Forward using his hips, stomach, and fingers. But within minutes, he realized he'd made a terrible mistake. He knew that he was more or less stuck and had no room to turn around or even wriggle back out the way he came. He had no choice but to try to press forward.
Lord.
He tried to exhale the air in his chest so that he could fit through a space that was barely 10 inches across and 8 inches high.
Bro, what?
But when John inhaled again and his chest puffed back out, he got stuck for good. Josh found his brother, and in a tragic turn of events, as he was pulling at John's calves, John slid further down the shaft.
Dang.
What's worse is that now he was stuck upside down with one hand beneath him and the other wedged above. At this point, the two boys started to pray. Eventually, Josh made it back to the surface to call for help. But even once help came, John was still trapped 400 feet into the cave and 100 feet below the Earth's surface.
Lord.
Getting the people, equipment, and supplies down that far took over an hour. Due to John being stuck upside down, time was of the essence. In an upside down position, a healthy, young person could live for a few hours, but probably not much more. The body is adapted to work with gravity, not against it. Blood flows the way it does with gravity's help. Our organs sit where they are because of how we stand, so John's blood pressure was falling dangerously low, and his organs would start to crush each other if he didn't get out soon. This position would also require the heart to work incredibly hard to continuously pump excess blood out of the brain. The first rescuer to reach John was a woman named Susie Motola, who arrived at about 12:30 a.m. on November 25th. At that point, John had been trapped for 3.5 hours. Susie introduced herself to John, even though all she could see of him was a pair of navy and black running shoes. John said back to her, "Hi Susie, thanks for coming. but I really, really want to get out. Over the next 24 hours, more than 100 rescue personnel worked to free John from the depths of the Nutty Putty. The best plan they had was to try to use a system of pulleys and ropes to try to free John from his position. Rescuers tied John with a rope connected to a series of pulleys, causing him to scream in pain due to a lack of blood in his lower body. Everything was ready, and they pulled as hard as they could, but suddenly and without warning, one of the pulleys failed. Rescuers believe the pulley came loose at its anchor point in the cave wall. The rope and pulley operation failed, and the rescuers had no other viable plans. John was trapped. With no hope of rescue and his heart having suffered hours upon hours of strain due to his downward position, John was pronounced dead of cardiac arrest shortly after midnight on the evening of November 25th. A week after John's death, the Nutty Putty cave was sealed off for good. Perhaps the scariest part is that they never recovered his body, and his remains will stay down there forever.
Bro, like, why even... That's what I'm saying, bro. Why you want to go through tight spaces? What's fun about that? What is fun about going through tight spaces, man? This is just crazy to me. Does that even make... Like, what's... Could somebody tell me what's fascinating about going through a tight space where you might not be able to get out? What do you want to find? Just what do you want to... I don't get it. Me personally, I don't get it, bro. Risking your life to just go down there and then say you went down there. How are you even going? If you think about it, if you're going down there and it's tight, how are you gonna get out of it? Man, people are crazy out here. They don't think, bro. Let's continue. I don't understand.
This one, while being kind of creepy, is also pretty interesting. A YouTuber by the name of Water Skipper posted a video exploring a cave in Oregon called the Malheur Cave. On the surface, it looks like a pretty normal cave, until the bleachers on either side come into view. Now, anyone would wonder what exactly bleachers would be doing in a cave. One might assume some kind of secret underground rituals could be going on in there.
Probably.
And in a place as creepy as deep in a cave, these would probably be some sick rituals.
Yep.
However, the cave is owned by the Masonic Lodge of Burns. For decades, the Freemason group in Oregon held their meetings in this cave, cleaning and maintaining the area. But obviously a group holding private meetings in a creepy cave is going to create bad rumors and conspiracy theories regarding both the Masons and the cave itself. One of those theories claiming that the cave hosted satanic rituals and devil worship. While that's likely untrue, it's still, as a whole, a creepy place. The cave has been closed off since 2019, when local Masons put up a gate at the cave entrance in order to stop the vandalism and graffiti that was plaguing the site. Kenny Veach is someone I've talked about before, but his story is perhaps one of the more chilling stories having to do with caves. Kenny was a YouTuber and caver who disappeared in 2014 after attempting to explore a cave he nicknamed the M Cave, which he reported hearing unusual noises from and found it suspicious as it was located 6 miles south of a top-secret airbase. As he began to enter the cave, he claimed his whole body began to vibrate. The more he went into the cave, the worse the vibrating became.
Why you going deeper, bro? Why you going deeper inside the cave? Your body began to vibrate when you went into the cave. It's something in there, bro. Something in there that you do not want to experience, bro. Let's continue.
He said he suddenly became very afraid and hightailed it out of there. He uploaded this video to talk about his experience with the cave.
I got to still go over another ridge and then go all the way down a big crevice that's real narrow and gets kind of scary. I'm looking for a cave that I found, and I didn't have a sidearm when I was here before. And something about that cave just spooked me. Out of all the caves I've ever gone in, this one just made my body vibrate. The closer I got to it, the crazier my body felt.
Hey, listen, man. At least he got out of there. You know, he wasn't acting like the movies. Oh, let me see what's exactly making the vibe. He got out of there and he came back with a strap on his side. He's a smart guy. He's a smart guy. Hey, He's a smart guy, man. But going back there, I don't think you should go back there. So he might be messing up, actually. Hey, man, why you going back there?
And I was like, all right, I'm not going to go in there right now, but I'm coming back someday. And I talked to some people on YouTube, and I told them, hey, I'm coming out here, you know, because they kind of called my hand on it. So I don't know if there's going to be anything to...
Hey, so? Call your hand on all day. I ain't going back there. Bro, I could call my hand all day. I am not going back there, bro. First of all, I'm not even going there at all, so that's not even... But if I was in his situation, and I experienced what he experienced, oh, no, we're not going back. We are not going back. That is wild. It was good. What's the song called? You're a smart guy. Yeah, it's actually it's from a show, Smart Guy the Show, and that's the theme song. He's a smart guy. Yeah, that's the theme song. And how is the day? How's the daytime where you live? Nah, it's not daytime. It's it's nighttime. I just got my light. I just got my light up, man. I just got my light. He said that man is crazy. He is.
To it, but it might be interesting.
This is the we're warming up into the videos. This is a light one. We're gonna get heavy, and we're gonna get to the title of this live stream's video too. So stay tuned.
Interesting. If I can find it, I gotta relocate it, and this is a big mountain range I'm in.
Of course, the internet being what it is, people made fun of him and accused him of making the whole thing up, or at least fabricating the story. Basically, Kenny was pressured into going back to the cave a second time, even though he was afraid to enter it the first time. Kenny gave in to the pressure and returned to the cave, and he has not been seen since.
Bro, oh my goodness! Bro, come on. What? Kenny? Doggone it, Kenny. At least go with... Man, Kenny done messed up. You could have at least went with some extra people. You went by yourself, bro? Dang it. Man, Kenny, man. I thought you was a smart guy, right? I bust out the song for you. You know, hit a couple notes. And you over here went back and now you're locked. Kenny disappointed me, man. Doggone it. Kenny was not living healthy. Kenny was not living healthy out here. Let's go to let's go to the wait, is there more video? There's still more video. Let's continue. Let me switch the scene again. Freak. Hold on. Our system's freaking up. Hold on, guys. All right. Here we go.
His phone was found in an abandoned mine entrance,
Dang.
but no body was ever found.
Wow.
Kenny was an extremely nice and likable guy, making his disappearance and likely death all the more tragic. People believe that given the close proximity to the airbase, Kenny was actually murdered by the government. Proponents of this theory believe that the M cave Kenny discovered was an entrance to some kind of top-secret government facility due to its close proximity to Nellis Air Force Base and Area 51. They believe that the vibrating sensation Kenny felt while near the cave was a defense mechanism to keep civilians from entering. Under this same theory, Kenny saw government secrets within the cave and was kidnapped by US soldiers when he emerged. A YouTuber by the name of Abandoned Mines 11 posted a video of what he believes to be the M cave that Kenny described, and it's pretty credible. The cave appears to have been walled off and sealed, preventing access inside.
Okay, I made it up here to the entrance of this M cave. There's the one side of it, comes down and then goes back up there and down. Now, this doesn't look to be very deep at all, and it looks like they were trying to wall it off. There's stacked rocks right there, as well as behind me here, like right there.
The YouTuber finds multiple items on the floor, like planks of wood and a beer bottle with no label, possibly a bottle Kenny was carrying. Most interestingly, he finds an Area 51 warning sign, which actually may back up the theories that this was some kind of entrance to an underground facility owned by the government. But this is all speculation, and what actually happened to Kenny is still unknown.
Hey, Kenny. Kenny, man. Kenny got. We don't know what happened to Kenny, but Kenny is somewhere. Yo, I don't know if he's being used for an experiment or if he's gone. He's probably, he's most likely gone. If that's really the case, right? And he got kidnapped or whatever. Hey, what we going into caves for? Like I tell me what is one thing good you can find in a cave? Just if somebody can answer me that question, one thing you can find that's good in the cave or so valuable, let me know in the chat. Maybe it might make more sense. It might make more sense. I don't know if it's gonna be, like, oh, I know why you should go to the caves now, but it might make a little bit more sense. But I don't know what you can find in the cave that'll be like worth going there for. If you tell me there's gold, worth like 2 million, two M's, 2 B's. Oh yeah, let's go to the cave. Let's go check it out. I'm down for that. You know what I mean? But if we go into the cave for just to see if there's anything in there, like monsters, I ain't participating. You're not gonna get me. You're not getting me to participate at that juncture. Yeah, gold. Yeah, if there's millions of dollars worth of gold, I'm going to grab that. We're going to go in with some straps, though. We're not going to go in empty-handed. We're going with a whole bunch of lights. We're getting the gats. We're getting the guns, okay? There's many different names that I'm using here. But we're getting the guns. We're getting the shotty to the body. We're getting the chop barrel. I forgot what the name is, but we're getting the short barrel shotgun. We're getting people, lights, and straps, okay? Or guns. We're getting all them things, and we're going down there together. We're gonna get the gold, and we're gonna dip. If we hear or feel anything, abort mission. That's it. Those are the only cases. But nevertheless, man, those cave stories were crazy. Who knows what happened to Kenny? If it was indeed a government, issue, Kenny's gone. Okay, Kenny, he's out of here. They got Kenny. They did something to Kenny. What did they do to him? I would love to find out. No, but I'm curious. I'm curious to find that out. But we don't know what happened to Kenny. Now we're gonna get a little bit scarier. So get your snacks. Go ahead and get your water, your hot chocolate, whatever you want to get for your snack, your blanket. Go ahead and grab that right now. We're getting scared. We're gonna turn off the lights and change the setting. Oh, I gotta fix the light. I gotta fix this light. All right. As you can see, bring it up right here. I got my chips on a plate, and I got my drink, yerba mate. Oh yeah, but no promotion. No, this is not free promo. They're not sponsoring this live, so we can't promo them. But I got the snacks on deck. Go ahead and get you guys y'all snacks, and let's get to the scary stuff, man. Let's get it. Whoa. Make sure we turn the brighteners down a little bit. Whoops. Let me change the scene. I can't see no more. Hey, yo, chill out. This thing is, bro, obey my commands, man. All right, we are about to start the scary stuff, so I hope you guys got your stuff on you. Snacks, drinks, blankets. It's about to get scary. Freak, I'm pressing all kind of stuff, man. What the heck am I doing? All right, we're here, man. We're gonna do 3 true scary stories with footage. So let's see what this is about, man. Corey B.
This happened last October, close to Halloween. My parents and brother were making the trip from Florida to Tennessee to help my grandmother move into our house, and they wouldn't be back for a few days. Naturally, I thought it would be nice to have the house to myself for a couple days instead of traveling for hours in a car. On the second night of enjoying the alone time in my house, my heart dropped when I heard almost what sounded like a hand slap against my bedroom window. My house is one story in a rural area with few neighbors. After ruling out any animals or natural ways this could have happened, I decided to take a look for myself, so I moved the blinds to see if I could get a look at anyone running, hoping it was just a prank. I was almost annoyed to see no one, but what happened next made the situation go from confusing to frightening. When I started to hear the doorknob to the door being forcefully shaken and twisted, causing almost a bang at the door, and because of this, my dog started barking loudly, increasing my adrenaline in the situation.
Oh, freak.
Thinking it could still just possibly be a prank by one of my few friends that knew I was alone, I began recording a video on Snapchat to send to my friends so that I could maybe confirm it was one of them. The first video starts with me standing a few feet back from the door to see if I could record it being moved again, and eventually I try to record outside the glass doors. The video ends when I'm terrified to hear behind me that my screened-in patio back door was just forced open.
Oh.
Before I could even turn around, my phone drops to the floor. I send the first video to my 3 friends. Whoever this was behind my house still couldn't get inside, but it was freaking me out knowing they weren't afraid to try. I wait a few minutes, and 2 of my friends send snaps from their homes, claiming their innocence and asking to keep them updated. Still a little freaked out, I realized my last friend Logan had opened the snap but didn't respond, which ironically would be the one person out of my group to try something like this. Feeling more confident it was Logan, I decided to start a new video with flash on and try to take a look from the backyard if there was anyone in the open grass yard.
Oh, shoot.
After making sure the front door was locked, I walked out hoping Logan would pop out to try and scare me. I checked behind some bushes and scrap wood on the side of my house, but instead I was greeted with just darkness and quiet. Only after 15 seconds of walking outside, I was immediately uncomfortable with the situation I was putting myself in. My fears got the better of me, and I decided to just go back inside. I stopped the video and returned to my living room. Logan finally responds to my snap, causing my breathing to halt when I see a picture of him in bed with his girlfriend saying, "What the fuck, bro? Call the cops."
For real? Logan? Logan is smart right now. Call the cops, bro. Ain't no prank, man. Ain't no prank. That's scary, though. I'm not gonna lie. You think it's just one friend? And he's not it? He's like, hey, Logan's like, hey, man, what you doing, bro? Why you wasting your time, bro? You should have been called the cops. I'm with Logan, man. Yeah, I'm definitely with Logan. Because he got his girl with him. But what they doing in the bed? Let's continue. This is scary.
Immediately call 911 and make sure no windows or doors could be unlocked. I was advised to keep all doors locked and to call back if I hear any more forceful entry noises. It was only days later that I would re-watch the saved videos to find a creepy black figure watching me behind my tool shed while I searched behind the scrap wood and bushes, almost looking like they were deciding to attack me or not.
Oh, fudge. Where? Oh! No, that's not. Oh, shoot!
Seeing it for the first time, and even now, makes me want to throw up from fear.
Oh,
nothing has happened since, but I still wonder how someone knew I was alone that day, and what could have happened had I made eye contact with the figure watching from the corner of that shed.
What? Oh, yo. Is that real? No copyright. Yeah, y'all ain't gonna get me. All right, 2. We have who do we have? Paolo.
I'm a 17-year-old boy living in a small neighborhood in the Midwest of the United States. The neighborhood I live in is a tight-knit community, one where everyone knows each other and is usually friendly towards one another. My street is a small cul-de-sac with 3 houses on each side and 1 at the end. The cul-de-sac itself rests on a small hill. At the bottom is a lake surrounded by forest and other houses. It's not a very dense forest, but it's far away from any densely populated city, and it gets very quiet at night, with the exception of some dogs barking, a late-night driver, and on rare occurrences, you can hear a coyote in the distance. One night at around 2 a.m., both my mother and older brother, whom I live with, were off in their respective rooms, either sleeping or just keeping to themselves. I too was about to go to sleep, and at the time was just resting and watching a YouTube video in bed. A few videos in, I heard a strange sound coming from across my room. It was a sort of soft thud, as if someone had lightly tapped the wall across from my bed. I wasn't alarmed when I first heard it, figuring it was my cat Spot coming to sleep at the foot of my bed. I sat up to see what he was doing, but he was nowhere to be found. In fact, there was nothing in my room that was out of place or that could even make such a noise. However, I didn't hear the noise again, so I went back to YouTube, and after a while, completely forgot that it even happened. That was until I heard another noise. But unfortunately for me, this noise was not a quiet thud or tapping sound. It was much more unsettling. Coming from outside, in the direction of the lake, I heard loud screeching sounds. I thought it might have been some kind of animal, but it sounded eerily similar to a child crying, or maybe even screaming. I opened my window to get a better listen to what I was hearing, and took a recording to show my friend. By this point, I was starting to get a bit freaked out, so I went to my brother's room to see if he heard it too. I was hoping that maybe it was all in my head, and that I was just tired. But no, he heard it too. The friend I sent the recording to agreed it was creepy, and sounded like either an animal in pain or a crying kid. The more I thought about it, the creepier it became. If it was an animal in pain, why haven't I ever heard a sound even remotely similar to this in the many years I've lived in this house? It didn't sound even remotely similar to a fox, coyote, or any animals I know about, and this forest isn't big enough for an animal much bigger than that. And if it was a child, why was it alone, screaming and crying in the woods in the middle of the night? Then
I don't know. That didn't really sound like a kid to me. Let's go back. Let's go back a little bit. That didn't sound like a kid to me. I don't know.
It didn't sound even remotely similar to a It didn't sound even
It sounded like a dog. It sounded like some kind of dog to me. It sounded like a dog, like being attacked. Probably it's being eaten. I don't know.
remotely similar to a fox, coyote, or any animals I know about, and this forest isn't big enough for an animal much bigger than that. And if it was a child, why was it alone, screaming and crying in the woods in the middle of the night? Then there was that thud that I heard from earlier that night. Was that somehow connected, or is it simply a coincidence that I heard 2 creepy sounds in the matter of minutes? I haven't heard any kind of noises like that since, and by that I am glad. But to this day, it still creeps me out that none of us could truly figure out what could have created those sounds.
All right. Jamal, what's good? Jamal, he says, if that was me in that situation, I absolutely would carry around a cell phone, knife, and a flashlight. Sorry for being late. Hey, man, you good, man. You here. You know what I mean? I was changing. Hey, man. Appreciate you for stopping that. Story number 3, Peter Carpenter. Petey.
I live in an apartment in a 2-family house. I'm on the lower level. The owner of the house, Rob, lives upstairs sometimes, but he has multiple houses, so he's not really here that often. Rob and I are pretty much friends by this point, so he tells me when he's going to be gone for extended periods of time. During the time of this story, Rob had told me he'd be gone for 2 weeks out of state. He told me this so that I would know that I could put both my cars in the driveway. I spend a lot of my nights in the living room reading. My level of the house has access to the back door and the deck outside, so you can probably guess where this story's going. I was reading my book on the couch in the living room by the lamp. Complete silence in the room, aside from the night crickets outside. Just the way I liked it. When bang.
Oh,
There was
but,
quite
woo! I'm not gonna lie. That knock was real. That was a real knock. That knock almost took my. I gotta look around and see if there's anybody not knocking on my door. That sounded like it was in my room. That was crazy. But if you ever hear a knock that clear when you home alone, a pistol coming out real fast. A pistol's coming out real fast. Goodness gracious. Let's calm down. I gotta take a sip of water.
literally a bang on the glass of the sliding back door. I obviously jumped out of my skin. That door led to the backyard. Nobody should ever be back there knocking on it. I wondered if maybe Rob had returned early, but that didn't seem likely. It was just one distinct bang, though. It could have been a fox or possum running into it by accident. Still, I got up to go check it out. I moved the sliding blind out of the way of the door and turned on the deck light. The deck was clear, though, as I thought it would be. I live in the calmest town.
Real quick, one comment. It's important to get the lights. It's important to get the lights on or have lights, so then when you flick it on, you can see exactly what's going on. No mystery. Everything's good. But if you didn't have any lights and you try to look out there, you're not going to find what you are looking for, or you're not going to see anything within the perimeter because it's dark. But if you had them flashing bright lights, those are perfect. Probably scared a person away or whatever for being exposed. So I'm glad he has lights.
Town ever anyway. Break-ins are never heard of here. I closed the blind on the door again, though, just because I do get a little uncomfortable with the idea in the back of my head that someone's outside in the dark just watching me.
Oh yeah, man.
I think that's a pretty normal feeling. A while passed because I finished a whole nother chapter in my book when it happened again. This time, though, it wasn't just a singular bang. It was a bunch of deliberate knocks or bangs on the glass. It had to be a person. It went on for a bit. So I turned off the lamp, and this is where I picked up my phone and started recording.
Oh, freak. Fudge.
As I opened the blind and flicked on the light to the deck, the noises stopped, and there wasn't a single person in sight, not even an animal. I looked over the edge of the deck to see if maybe someone jumped over the railing. Nope, nothing. I didn't stay outside for long. I couldn't lock that door quick enough when I went back inside. By this point, I just went to my bedroom and shut the door and laid in my bed.
Whoa.
I didn't know what the hell I had just witnessed outside.
creepy.
How there could be knocks at the door one second, then nobody there the next second. I was calling it a night. I wasn't planning on leaving my room again after that. I browsed Instagram and YouTube for a while on my phone, then turned it off and tried to go to sleep. Silence for the longest time. And then right at the foot of my bed, there was a noise. The sound of someone exhaling.
Oh, freak! Hold on. Hold on. What do you mean it's some noise of someone exhaling? What is in there? We about to find out, but I'm telling you right now, this is what do you mean? Nobody was there. Now you trying to go to sleep and somebody's exhaling, bro?
I screamed and dove for the light switch.
Freak!
And when the light turned on, my room was empty.
Woo!
I stood paralyzed, breathing heavily for a moment,
He got-
trying to comprehend what just happened.
He got a
I
spirit
searched
in there,
under the
dog.
bed and the closet, but there wasn't a soul in my room. I know what I heard, though. It wasn't in my head, just like the door wasn't in my head. I slept in the living room after that, though I didn't feel much safer in there.
It ain't no different. It ain't. Look, he dealing with a spirit, baby. He did. Hey,
bangs at the back door again. It was a relatively sleepless night for me. Rob told me he's never experienced anything like this, and he couldn't think of anyone who might have wanted to target him for anything. I never had believed in anything paranormal until that night.
It's there, bro.
I haven't had any experiences that intense ever since, though.
That was a spirit, bro. That was a spirit. We're not gonna get into all that, talk, but that was a spirit, bro. That wasn't no just regular. Nah, bro. If you didn't see anything and nothing was at the door, and plus you woke up to a heavy breathing, something was right. Something that you couldn't see was there. That's all I'm saying. And I'm looking around because I know that stuff is real. You know what I mean? This is crazy. But nevertheless, I have nothing to fear. I'm on God's side. Crazy story. Jamal said, "Did not mean shotgun or 44 time." Perfect. Oh, protect. My bad. Protect yourself at all means. Exactly, bro. Hey, definitely if you had it on you, first knock, who's there? You know what I mean? Exactly what should happen next. But man, that is a crazy story, and it's real, and it's paranormal, man. Like the paranormal ones get you because it's unexplainable, except for it being a spirit, a demon or something. So that's all that is, man. Let's go to the story of the night. We still got more after this, but this is what the title came from. Disturbing cases of people disappearing into the woods. So, whoops. Let me switch the scene here. Man, if at this point you don't got your blanket, your snack, your drink, go ahead and grab that, man. I'm snacking on these chips. Hopefully it's not too disturbing during the video. Hearing the crunch. That's delicious. Go get your snack, man. Cookies, whatever you got. Go ahead and grab it. Let's get to the video. Let me see what this is. Yeah, disturbing cases into the woods. Yeah. Let's go ahead.
In 1991, a 12-year-old boy named Jared Negretti went hiking on a camping trip with his Boy Scout troop that consisted of 14 other boys. They were hiking towards the summit of Mount San Gorgonio in the San Bernardino National Forest in Southern California. Jared was on the shorter and heavier side. Around 6 p.m., 1,000 feet away from the summit, another group of hikers spotted Jared straggling behind and notified the scoutmaster at the summit. They said he was seen shortcutting the switchbacks on his way down the trail and was told not to and to stay on the
Man, Jared, bro, what is wrong with you, man? This is what happened. This is a movie move, bro. A movie move is that one guy in the group that want to explore, that watch everybody and then look like that part in the movie where you actually like the person, that one character that looks off to the side or something and like sees something, I guess, fascinating or something that they might be curious about, and then they look over there and then walk over there and everybody walking straight forward, but they like walk off to the side. That's Jared. Jared is being a dummy. He's like, oh, we can't go there? Why can't we go there? Let's see what's down there that we can't go see. He's going to find out what's waiting for him, bro.
Trail by the other hikers. The scoutmaster, who was an experienced hiker, said he would pick up Jared on the way down. When he finally was able to descend the mountain to pick up Jared, he was nowhere to be seen. As soon as the scoutmaster realized that Jared had disappeared, he took the other scouts in his troop back to base camp and then hiked about 5 miles in the dark to get help. Sheriff's deputies, along with search and rescue teams, began searching a 130 square mile area of the San Gorgonio wilderness, a very rocky, tree-lined terrain.
It's too big.
Within 3 days, their search was focused on a 6 square mile area where a footprint believed to match one of Jared's high-top tennis shoes was found. Searchers also discovered beef jerky and candy wrappers believed to have been dropped by Jared, and perhaps most importantly, his camera was found. On the film roll were 12 pictures, Most were landscapes taken by the boy when he was still with the troop, but the last one shows a self-portrait, in which it seems he pointed the camera at his face, aided with the flash of the camera.
Oh, fudge!
It's possible he lost the camera when he slid down a portion of the mountainside. At least 70 officers, including some airlifted by helicopter and some on horseback, were deployed. Some of the helicopters were even equipped with infrared scanning. Over the next 2 weeks, as many as 3,000 people had logged 45,000 hours searching 50 square miles of the San Bernardino National Forest. So the question is, did he fall off the trail and slip down the mountainslide? While it's possible, it seems unlikely that his body wouldn't have been found in the immediate area around the switchbacks he was cutting down. Some people think he may have been the victim of a bear attack, but this seems unlikely as well, as there were no signs of blood, drag marks, or other evidence linked to any animal attack. Some believe he was abducted by a predator, given the mountain is well used by hikers. To this day, 3 decades later, Jared's remains have never been found.
That is weird.
On the cold night of February...
That's weird, man. Jared has gone coyote. He is going out of here. What's going on? What's up, my dude? Mama Pinga. You scared yet? Oh, it's a lot of scary stuff on here. But let's continue.
1978, 5 young men from Yuba County, California, Bill Sterling, Jack Hutes, Ted Weir, Jack Madruga, and Gary Mathias, headed to California State University to attend a basketball game. When the group of men didn't return the next day, friends and family grew concerned. What should have been a quick road trip to see a basketball game turned into a mystery that has never been solved. All 5 men suffered their own mild forms of mental issues, but they were still able to fully function in society. The men were scheduled to play in a Special Olympics basketball game of their own the next day, for which they prepared their clothes before leaving for California State University the day prior. A police search ensued shortly after they were reported missing, and a few days later, the men's car was found abandoned far from the route they should have taken to return to Yuba City. In fact, it was a whole hour in the wrong direction of Yuba City, having been driven up a winding mountain pass in the Plumas National Forest at the northern point of the Sierra Nevada. The car had a few empty food wrappers and drink bottles. Apart from that, the car was empty. The car was found in working condition. It was lodged in a snowbank with no signs of foul play. However, the car could have been easily pushed out by the 5 young men, raising more questions. For the next week or so, police and forest rangers searched the area hoping for any signs of them, but unfortunately any possible tracks of the men, or even God forbid their bodies, were covered by a passing snowstorm. Multiple sightings of the 5 young men were reported, but none led to their discovery. First, a man named Joseph Scones called police, saying he saw the group of men on the Friday they disappeared, while he was trying to push his stuck car out of the snow. Joseph suffered a mild heart attack while trying to push his car out, and when he saw flashlight beams outside his car and a small group of men, he tried to call and ask the men for help, but they suddenly disappeared as if they ignored him. A second witness said she saw 5 men in a red pickup truck on Saturday and Sunday, an hour from where the car was abandoned. She told police that 2 of the men came into her store to buy food and used the phone while the rest stayed in the truck. Their disappearances continued to baffle everybody, even more so when the snow melted months later, in June of that same year, because more questions arose. A local man noticed a broken window on a Forest Service trailer, and when police inspected it, they found the dead body of Ted Weir inside. He appeared to have died from starvation, despite having food readily available nearby in the trailer. He was wrapped in many layers of blankets, and his feet were badly frostbitten. But what makes no sense is the fireplace, which could have been easily set up and could have kept him warm, was completely untouched, and on top of that, warm snow clothes that were found in the trailer were unused by Ted. It's possible he lived up to 13 weeks after the initial disappearance. 20 miles away from where the car had been abandoned, the bones of Bill Sterling, Jack Hutes, and Jack Madruga were found not far from Ted's
Matthias! Hey, yo, Matthias look... Matthias, is he a sus? Is Matthias sus? Matthias look like he wants some revenge. Y'all see his face, bro? Do y'all see Matthias? Let's zoom in on this guy's face, bro. Let's zoom in on Matthias, bro. Matthias look like he want revengers. Look at his picture. Maybe I might be too critical, but Matthias Let's see what he says about Matthias. I'm thinking Matthias is a strange one out of the 5. Matthias might have done something strange for a little piece of change. Who knows? Let's find out, man. This not adding up, bro. This is not adding up.
Emaciated body, spread out.
Y'all don't follow this guy, man. Don't do any workouts that he's showing. He's not good.
Hypothermia. Strangely, Gary was never found. Only his shoes were discovered in the nearby woods. To this day, no one can figure out why the group had gone in the direction they did, or why they left their perfectly functioning car, which the 5 men could have easily pushed out from the snow, only to separate from each other and eventually starve or freeze to death. On top of this, all of their families agreed that it was uncharacteristic of them to not help John Scones push his car out from the snow when he called out for help, and why Ted didn't even attempt to start a fire or the trailer's heating system, or eat the food found in the trailer, still makes no sense at all. Craig Freer of Scotia, New York, was 17 when he was last seen in June of 2004. He was a popular kid, with dimples, red hair, and a welcoming smile as he was described by friends and family. He was a star soccer player at the Scotia Glenville High School and about to be named captain of his team. Craig also picked up a part-time job, and his future was looking bright. There were a few colleges interested in offering Craig a scholarship for his athletic abilities, and one could say the world was truly his oyster. But that all changed on June 27th, 2004. On that day, he walked into the woods and was never seen again. So rewind.
Goodness gracious. He walked into the woods and was never seen again. Man, listen, man. This is just confirming me more and more about not going to the woods, especially by yourself, especially unarmed. You know what I mean? Like, what's up? Bro? There are some weird creatures or some weird things happening in the woods. It's gotta be. We watch the movies, we see the things. Like, somebody knows something that we don't know for sure. That, like, somebody knows something that's not public. Because why is the woods so mysterious, bro? What is in there? What's there? How come we have not seen those creatures, bro? I think something weird is there. Oh, excuse me. That came up on me quickly. But I think something's in the woods. Something strange, weird creatures, or weird people that hunt people. Something, bro. Because people are disappearing for a reason. It's no, like, you just don't, like, evaporate because you go to the woods. Something's happening. Do I really want to know what's happening? I don't know if I want to know that either. But I'm just saying, I believe something strange is happening more than we know.
Winding a bit, when Craig picked up his job at the Price Chopper supermarket in Glenville, New York, his parents were proud that he'd be fitting working in with his busy schedule. On the dreaded day of Craig's disappearance, he was seen by his parents walking out of his home for what would be the last time. His parents were under the impression he was going to work. His mother, Veronica, had even seen him carrying his uniform with him to his car. But when she went to go shopping at the supermarket later where Craig worked, just a few hours after he left home for his shift, she was confused when there was no trace of him. Veronica learned that Craig had actually lost his job at the supermarket after 2 months of employment and had been hiding it from his parents. He had been pretending to work there for weeks after his termination so that his parents wouldn't know he was no longer employed. Wow. It's unknown why he was fired though, likely for not showing up. Very upset with their son, Craig's parents called his girlfriend since he left his phone behind. They did not yet know that she was his ex-girlfriend. They called her to see if they knew where he was, and at first she said she had no idea, but after a second call, out of guilt, she admitted that he was with her. Veronica lectured Craig over the phone, telling him that he needed to come home right away, and that they needed to talk to him. Little did they know he was visiting her because he was upset about their recent breakup. Craig said goodbye to his ex-girlfriend and left her apartment located in Scotia as well, and according to his ex-girlfriend, she watched as he walked towards his car, but then stood still for a moment, then darted off in the opposite direction, as if something had scared him and he was running away from imminent danger. However, if that were the case, it would have made more sense to drive away. Before this, he told his mother he would be home in 10 minutes over the phone, the time it would take to drive from his ex-girlfriend's to home. Around the time that call ended, Craig's dad arrived at the complex and saw his son's car was still parked outside. By 5 p.m. that
He get
day,
possessed?
Veronica had reported her son missing, and at first police weren't too interested, assuming it was just a normal kid running away for the day because of an argument with parents. But as hours turned into days, and when the investigators found out that he didn't have his phone or wallet with him at the time of his disappearance, they agreed something was wrong and began to further investigate. Police hit a big lead when a few teenagers came forward to tell police that they had seen Craig or someone matching his description walking along the railroad tracks behind his ex-girlfriend's apartment
Don't tell me he committed suicide. Oh, I got something in my beard. Don't tell me he committed suicide, baby. That's not gonna be. Don't tell me he did that. But hold on, Jamal said Jared was being irresponsible. Rule number 1: never leave the group. Exactly. Those men probably froze to death or had hypothermia with confusion. Probably.
complex, and shortly after, he was seen entering the woods. They claimed that when they tried to call to him, he motioned for them to be quiet with his finger to his lips, and then just kept on walking, disappearing into the woods. Investigators started searching up and down the railway line with no luck. Police dogs were used while searching the woods, even checking the nearby Mohawk River, but all these searches turned up nothing, as if Craig had just vanished into thin air. Of course, after 2 decades, police investigations have largely scaled back, but in 2021, a new lead was discovered.
2021.
One of Craig's co-workers at the Price Chopper supermarket told investigators that sometime between June 27th and June 2nd, 2004, he saw Craig in the passenger seat of a car traveling north on Route 50 in Glenville. According to the witness, the car stopped at the traffic lights on Sheffield Road before turning left and disappearing up the intersecting road. Craig's family is still hoping that one day they'll learn the truth about what happened to their son. For a well-liked 17-year-old with such a bright future, no one can seem to understand how or why he just vanished into the woods.
Craig is on that.
And
I'm so fat. Brendan, you're not fat. It's the shirt.
Craig is on one. I don't know what he's on.
one of the creepiest national park disappearances I've ever heard. In March of 2014, 2 Dutch young women, Chris Kremers and Lisanne Froon, went to Panama for a vacation to reward themselves for graduating. To make it a little more upsetting, the 2 had taken on extra shifts the month prior in order to pay for it. Reaching Panama, they soon headed for the town of Bouquet, where they were hosted by a family. Shortly after, on April 1st, 2014, Chris and Lisanne vanished as they were hiking the trails in the forest around the town of Bouquet, which in of itself was strange because they were scheduled for a tour guide by the name of Feliciano to assist them on the trails for the following day.
Well, I might have to rethink vacational tours, you know. I might have to rethink that because I'm planning on going on a vacation tour or a vacation excursion. What am I saying? I'm planning to do something similar, basically, like go on a vacation on the island, and you know how they do like the explore the area, and then you know go into. I might not do that. I'm gonna take some notes and do some more research, cause that might not be a good idea. I don't know what's out there either. Am I acting scary? I probably am acting scary, but it's making me think. You know what I mean? It's making me have a third thought about this excursion in the future. But for now, I might put that on hold. I might put that.
The 2 women made their way for the trails, accompanied by the host family's dog named Blue. When Blue arrived back home later that evening without the girls, the family became concerned and tried contacting the mother of Lisanne, who then proceeded to try to make contact with her daughter, but to no avail. On April 2nd, the following day, Feliciano was waiting for the girls to show up for their hike, but they never arrived.
La persona que por un evento que teníamos pendiente de hacer el día miércoles a las 8 de la mañana le fui a buscar.
First of all, who's gonna be their translator, bro? Where is the translator for this guy, bro? Was this really? I don't think this was a good idea anyway. Who was gonna help translate and understand what this guy's saying, bro? Cause is this Dutch? Hold on.
No las encontré y ya al darnos cuenta que no habían dormido.
No, that's Spanish for sure. Like I don't even know how they're gonna do this little thing with this guy, because if they don't have a translator, how do they know what he's saying? Because I don't think he speaks English. I don't think he does. He probably does, but he doesn't look like he does. And he doesn't sound like it. But I don't know. I don't know how this will work. And they probably knew it wasn't gonna work, so they probably just tried to go. They probably figured it out. Oh, you know what? He doesn't speak English. Let's just go early, and let's be done. Tell him we're canceling, and they probably just went and got into some danger.
Dormido en su casa donde habitualmente estaban con la familia. Al día siguiente.
He went to the home of the host family the girls were staying at, but they weren't there as well. In fact, most of the women's belongings were still there prior to their disappearances. The women did have their cell phones, but they wouldn't answer any attempted calls. As panic began to set in with everyone, the police were contacted and an extensive search began, with the help of everyone from farmers and locals to detectives, search dogs, helicopters, and more. The search lasted for 10 days, yet no trace of Chris and Lisanne were found. 2 months had passed, and a local found a backpack belonging to one of the women. To everyone's shock and horror, skeletal remains were also discovered, and after DNA testing, they were shown to be matches for both women. The story doesn't end there though. While continuing the investigation, their cell phone logs were released. The two women were trying to make 911 phone calls throughout the stretch of the 10 days, but they couldn't get service. Although believed to be a possible accident of getting lost and injured in the forest, which therefore resulted in succumbing to the elements, strange discoveries were made that brought that theory into question. Inside one of the backpacks, there was a camera with 100 photos stored on the memory, taken within those 10 days of their vanishing.
Oh, shoot.
Most of these photos were normal, scenic pictures documenting what was supposed to be the two young women's fun vacation. The police were also able to take the pictures that the women took and match them up with their phone calls to 911. Disturbingly, cell phone data shows that only 2 hours after this seemingly happy photo was taken, they attempted to call 911. It starts to become stranger though. 10 out of the 100 pictures were taken within the 10 days. The other 90 were taken afterwards around 1 to 4 in the morning, in complete darkness. It may be that they were taken to get some form of vision at night through the flash, but it's not been confirmed. Some believe that it wasn't even the girls that took these pictures. In one photo of a close-up of the back of Chris's head, it seems to show a wound to the right side in the temple area and blood on her hair. Lisanne may have been using the camera light to see how bad Chris's injury was. Some people believe Chris was actually deceased in this photo, and that their murderer was the one taking the photo. Disturbingly, there was a hiking shoe that still had a foot in it that belonged to Chris. Also found was a pelvic bone that belonged to Lisanne. As of right now, the accepted theory by police is that the two women went off the beaten path of the trail, and one of them was injured. Then the other woman was trying to provide help and became injured herself in the process, which then led to starvation and dehydration. But this is just a theory, and whether this is true, or if the two girls were targeted by someone out in the woods, will potentially forever remain unknown. But wait, what if the tour guide had something to do with it? A lot of people believe Feliciano had something to do with their deaths. In fact, multiple women have left reviews on the tour guide warning women not to go into the woods alone with him, as he can become very touchy-flirty.
Oh shoot, hold on. ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué aquí? What? Hey, listen, man. Hey, that's what I'm saying. Like, why would he be the tour guide if he doesn't speak English? You know, who's translating what he's saying, bro? He's probably like saying, he probably might be saying some freaky stuff. They have no idea because he's speaking Spanish. Who is This is a terrible idea to go with this guy. I set that off rip, and now they're saying that he's been known to be touching. Let's read this real quick. Let's read the paragraphs. Since we got it right here, I strongly recommend women to not hire. It's not funny, but it's a little bit funny. To not hire Feliciano as your guide if you're by yourself. Okay, first of all, yeah, don't go by yourself. Nobody should go by themselves on a tour or on a tour with a tour guide. You gotta have multiple bodies with you. You gotta have multiple people that you trust with you if you're going on a tour, especially on an excursion like this. You gotta stay safe. You gotta be smart. It's a big contrast. It's a big contrast if you look at the. Hold on, did I read the other part? If you're by yourself, it's a big contrast if you look at the other reviews where Felicio is described as a very nice person, which he probably is for many people. I have to say he's very charming, very funny, and you can probably, as you will read in the other reviews, have a great day with him. Did a walking tour with him. He's the guy that knows the area by heart. Okay, he knows the area by heart. Not long after we left he subtly started to flirt with me, and also touching me. Oh freak! Ugh, Felicio, goodness. First my hand, but also my arms, shoulders, and legs. He getting to the thighs. Felicia is getting to the thigh meat. Oh lordy! Now I'm curious. I'm curious to how he did it, because with the accent and the other language. Pura mami, mira mami, let me touch you. I don't know. I'm messing around too much. Let's continue. Even after telling him many times, dang, he don't listen. Even after telling him many times to stop doing that, he wears a big. He wait. Okay, I want more information on that one. Give me more information. Why are you skipping to a whole nother scene? He wears a big machete. Okay, and suggests to chop off my legs. Whoa! Hold on. Hold on, bro. Let me read that again. I might have not read that right. He wears a big machete and suggests to chop off my legs. Let me read it slow. I might read it differently. He wears a big machete and suggested to chop off my legs. Look, wowzers. This is what he be doing? This, of course, was a joke, but still, okay. Okay, so he jokingly said it. Okay, whew, let's calm down. But he has the obsession for Northern European women, and I felt very unsafe. It's a personal story, but Google his name and you'll unfortunately find more stories like this about him. Dang, I'm curious. Should we do a Google search on Felicio, the travel guide? Man, let's do a Google search, guys. Felicio, the travel guide. We got to see this guy because I'm curious about him. I don't know if this guy... How do you spell his name again? We got to go back. Where's the story at? Felicio. Okay, F-E-L. F-E-L. Felicio. Feliciano. What's his last name? Oh, crap. Oh, freak. Feliciano. Shoot. Feliciano Tours. Okay, Feliciano Tours. Okay, we're here. All right. Shoot, Feliciano. Where's the reviews? All right, 2018. All right, so we're here, man. This is kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. It says solo. Okay. It took me almost a year to finally post this review. I strongly recommend women to not hire Felicio. Okay, so that's the one we read. Oh, shoot. What happened? Okay, let's go. Okay, boom. All right. Friends. Okay, truly amazing. That's a good one. I had a great day with Felicio. See, okay, so obviously if you go alone with Felicio, he might try to get you. Couples, we contacted Felicio. Okay, we need to find the bad ones, bro. Where the bad ones at? Okay, this is all the good ones, man. Where the bad ones at, bro? We looking for the bad ones, man. Where the bad reviews, man? Oh shoot, what's going on? All right. All right. All right, it's only one bad review. Okay, this story might be. All right, it's only one bad review. All right, well, let's forget it. It's only one bad review, I guess. I guess so. Let's continue the video, man.
Even allegedly joking with one girl that he'd chop her leg off. On top of this, Feliciano was the one to find the shoe with a foot in it behind a specific tree trunk, almost as if he knew to look there. There are a lot more details that go into this theory, but that would remain a video for a different day. For now, whether the tour guide had any part in their disappearance may forever remain a mystery, just like the rest of this case.
All right, let's move on to the next story, man. Let's move on to the next story. I'm expecting the next story to be scarier. So if you guys aren't ready, man, go refill your water, refill your snack, your popcorn, cookies, chips, whatever you got, because it's going to get scarier. We are moving on to 3 scary true babysitter horror stories. Luckily, I've never been babysitted by a babysitter, so I'm glad for that, you know, because I was with family all the time, like either my grandma or auntie, uncle, you know, I was with family, safe and sound, didn't have to worry about a strange, random person, you know, babysitting me back in the day. My parents did a good job at that. So hopefully you guys aren't put in that situation with random strangers, because it could be weird. It could be, you never know these days. People are strange out here and they do weird things. So hopefully, you know, y'all haven't experienced something strange. But nevertheless, let's get to the scary story babysitter things and let's see what happens. Oh my goodness. Oh my. Alex.
When I was 18, I was a babysitter for 3 young boys across town from me. They were 3, 5, and 7. I'll just call them Adam, 3, Bobby, 5.
Hold on 1 second. I'm not gonna lie. I'm getting a little creeped out.
5, and Chris 7, ABC. Adam and Chris were the easiest to take care of. Adam was a surprisingly well-behaved toddler, and Chris just liked to play his video games and watch TV. Bobby, on the other hand, was very moody, a picky eater, and difficult to get to go to sleep. I had worked for this family for months, and I was somewhat close with their mom Lucy, who was raising them by herself. They had a decently modest middle-class house. Lucy's parents would help her out with finances and such. All 3 boys had their own rooms. Lucy worked nights at the time, so I'd always babysit till around midnight on weeknights, and my college classes would start in the afternoon, so it worked out schedule and sleep-wise. One night after playing some Nintendo Wii games with Chris, I put Adam to bed, and not long after, Bobby. Chris's bedtime would be 9:30, Bobby's would be 9. After tucking Bobby in, I started telling Chris to start changing into his PJs after his next game was over. Chris insisted I play one more game of Wii Tennis with him, so I made a deal that he'd go to bed after if I did. During our game though, Bobby started crying for me up from his room. I paused the game and went upstairs. As I entered his room, he said there's a monster in his closet. I laughed, and I believe I pinched his cheek and said something along the lines of, "There's no such thing as monsters, but I'll leave the door open so you feel safer." Then I asked if that made him feel better, and he nodded. Chris was downstairs calling for me to come back, all annoyed, so I went back to the game of tennis and we resumed, and we eventually finished the game with no interruptions. At this point, Chris went upstairs to change into his pajamas and brush his teeth, and I was alone in the kitchen watching TV. That's when Bobby's cries from upstairs echoed down again. I went up to his room again, and he was hiding under his covers. He said once again, "There's a monster in the closet, I heard it."
Oh,
I
freak.
looked at the closet door, which was closed. I looked at it for a while, actually, then back at Bobby and asked, "Why do you think there's a monster in there?" And he replied, "I keep hearing it moving." I asked him if he wanted me to take a look, and he shook his head no. I walked closer to the closet anyway, and he said don't. I didn't take him seriously, till I heard something in the closet myself. It was very clearly the sound of something alive in that closet that tapped into the door, or something behind the door.
Probably
Bobby
animal.
whispered, "See?" I turned around and picked up Bobby and said, "We're going to another room." I also grabbed Chris from the bathroom and brought him into Adam's room, where I locked the door. Adam and Lucy's room share a Jack and Jill bathroom with 2 entrances. I went into the bathroom and called Lucy and quietly asked if there was a possibility of there being an animal in the house or in the walls, because there were sounds that Bobby was hearing that I heard myself. She sounded concerned right away and wanted me to check the closet. I kept her on the phone as I went back to Bobby's room. My discovering the closet door to now be ajar confirmed that there was someone in the house with us. I told Lucy, and she freaked out, telling me it was most likely her crazy ex and to get the kids out of the house. I suddenly felt like my life were in danger, and her ex was going to come out of nowhere and run at me. I went to Adam's room and managed to get the 3 kids out of the room, but just as I did, I heard the front door to the house slam shut. I peeked down into the living room, and there was no one there, but the front door was shut. He must have made an exit while he could. I went to lock the door, then called 911. Lucy came home from work early, and was there when the police came. Without cameras or anything, there was no proof that it was her ex, though. Her ex is the father of Adam, but she keeps him away from her because of their past that I won't get into for her privacy. Long story short, he can't take it, and she just recently blocked his number, which would explain the possibility of him breaking into the house. The police recommended changing the locks on the doors and such to Lucy. She understood I wouldn't feel comfortable staying in that house for a while.
Hey yo, Mama Pinga, we're gonna watch some funny videos afterwards, so stay tuned. Wait till the end. You know, we're gonna watch some funny videos, so it won't be too bad. It won't be too bad. Don't worry.
So she started letting the kids stay with a relative or one of her parents coming to watch the kids. I don't know what happened after that because we kind of fell out of contact. I didn't really like the fact that she was okay with me
nice
checking the
nails.
closet when she was already suspicious that it was her ex. It was definitely a horrifying experience.
All right. So that was story 1. It was probably her ex, if not just somebody random that got in. At least it wasn't the monster. We know that for sure. So that's good. Charlie bit me.
I had just turned 14. It was the summer of 2012. I was looking for a job.
Yeah.
My grandma had told me about a family that she was friends with, and they had 2 boys, Alexander and Danny. Alexander was 10 and Danny was 5. I was very excited to have a summer job and get some extra spending money.
Okay.
I went over to meet the family with my grandma, and they were friendly enough. The 2 boys seemed easy to handle and not babyish or whiny at all. In fact, the boys and I were
That's a
playing
nice
with their
neighborhood.
trucks, getting along
Big
great.
roadside?
I set up a date with the parents, and they actually had a dinner to go to the next night. So the next night, it became time for me to head over to the house. It was a humid, rainy night. I walked into the house, and the parents were just getting ready to leave. They gave me a paper with rules and such, things they didn't want the kids to do, and their routines. They wrote a little something on the side that said Danny swears he hears tapping on his window every night, but not to believe it, because they think it's just a silly story that kids make up.
Hold on. See, it always starts with something like that, man. Everybody think the kids lying out here, baby. Everybody think the kids lying, man. The kids probably telling the... That's why, like... I know it seemed very movie-like. Oh, you know, something's under my bed. Could you check for me? And there's nothing there. But I think, man, at least take precaution. You know, when a kid says something, at least take precaution. If it's not real, okay, it's not real. But at least take precaution. Check, look, do the thing. And then, you know, if it's like, if you don't see anything, then you know it's nothing. But at least take precaution just in case. That's all I'm saying.
I was only 14 myself, so reading this was a little unnerving, but I sort of forgot about it. It was a chill night. We watched TV and played with toys. They didn't give me any sort of trouble, but when I told the boys it was time to get ready for bed, I noticed Danny starting to stall and get kind of distressed. I ignored it, thinking he's only 5 and probably wants to stay up later. Eventually, I got them both to settle down and go to sleep. About an hour and a half had passed. It was now 10 p.m. I heard Danny groggily but loudly yell for me. I rushed up to him and asked what was the matter. He told me he heard the tapping noise again. I instantly felt uneasy and nervous, but I just flicked on the light and looked out the window. Nothing outside except darkness and the solar lights from the neighbor's driveway. I calmly told Danny that it was probably just some bugs since it's summer after all. He seemed to come at ease when I said this and laid back down. As I walked out of the room to shut his door, I heard a faint tap noise against his window. I got the chills as I flicked on the light again and looked out the window. And again, nothing. I kept telling myself that it was just bugs flying into the window, but something deep down told me to do something. I told Danny not to worry as I opened the window and yelled out, "This is private property, I'm gonna call the police." Moments after I did so, I heard a frantic scurrying into the forest that was across the yard. By now, I must have had goosebumps all along my arms and legs, and I immediately called the police for real.
Yeah,
I called the parents right after, and they were thankfully already on their way home. The police arrived and didn't seem at all surprised by what I had told them.
Let's give him a clap real quick. A quick clap. A clap emojis in the my loving chat. Because he got straight to it. Call the cops fast. Don't do no discoveries. Don't try to figure it. Get the cops there and make sure. You know what I mean? Do that first. Have help arrive. So I'm glad he did that. And let's continue the story.
They had gotten other reports in the area for quite some time about some stranger going up to people's windows at night, looking through them and tapping on them. They said they got calls telling them the same thing almost every week. Danny's parents just never believed him and I guess took it as some little kid's story or imagination, but it turned out to be very real. They searched the whole neighborhood and never found the person. After that night, I told the family in the nicest way possible that I didn't feel comfortable watching their kids anymore. And I still think to this day what would have happened if anything went differently. Like, God forbid, the window was unlocked or open. Maybe sometimes parents shouldn't just brush whatever their young children say as just their imagination.
Exactly. Don't be doing it's just their imagination, because some of these kids are telling you the truth, and it's weird, but it's true. You know what I mean? But hey, Danny said, "Nah, you know what, guys? This is my last time watching your kids. I don't feel comfortable. This is. Hey, I'm glad he had to do what he had to do. Danny gets straight to the point. If that's his name, hopefully I didn't forget it. Danny, I like Danny already because Danny don't mess around. He called the cops immediately. He said, "I can't work here no more because weird stuff happening." He don't play. He's not the character in the movie that's gonna try to discover and waste time and wait. Danny is the one that's gonna run, get help, and go to safety fast as possible. No, as soon as he sees as soon as he sense something's going wrong, he's snapping into gear. I like Danny. Anonymous. All right.
This happened when I was 8 years old, and my little sister was 6. It's a memory that's...
I'm from Texas. I don't play that. Exactly. Served 2 years in the military. Hey, congratulations, man. Congratulations on that. I got some friends in the military as well, so that's interesting.
Kind of scarring, to the point that I just remember it so vividly, even as an adult, and it's something that stayed with me. Our parents hired a one-time babysitter for this weekend that they'd be away on a couple's trip. It was some 16-year-old boy that responded to an ad that my mom posted in the public library. He happened to go to the high school that my parents went to, so I feel like they felt a safer connection with him. He was watching us for 3 nights from Thursday to Sunday. His name was Nathan. I don't know his last name. If I did, I'd say it. Most of the first night is a blur. I was only 8 after all. I remember not much other than playing Ratchet & Clank on my PlayStation in the basement all night because I was obsessed. Same thing the next day, on Friday. I was playing Ratchet & Clank for so long that I guess Nathan came down to build a rapport with me and asked to play with me. He told me he also liked the game, so we played multiplayer versus mode. From what I remember, I actually was having fun and started to like Nathan. The next day, I had my friend Zachary over and we played soccer in the backyard. which Nathan volunteered to ref for as he came outside with my little sister. Basically, he was a completely normal seeming dude for my 8-year-old mind. Zachary left not long after we all ate the pizza that Nathan ordered with the money I assume my parents left for food. That night before going to sleep, I was playing on my DS in bed when Nathan came in and asked if I wanted to play more video games, and I'm sure I respectfully told him I'm tired. He would leave as expected, but that's not where this ends. I always was a heavy sleeper as a kid. Not anymore, but when I was 8, waking up in the middle of the night wasn't a regular occurrence. So waking up in my pitch black room was definitely a weird thing to happen that night. I remember flipping on my side after hearing my door closing. I looked across the room.
Whoa! Is that Nathan? Who the heck is going inside his room, man? We gotta chill with this.
Towards the door, and as my eyes adjusted to the dark, I saw someone standing in the corner of the room, and before I could digest what was happening and scream or react in any way, I heard Nathan go shh and whisper, "It's me." I didn't respond, but then he slowly got closer to my bed, pulled the covers off of me, and I swear he was about to get in the bed before I screamed stop or something along those lines, and he froze. I got out of bed and left the room. I went to my little sister's room.
Hey, yo, Nathan! What you was trying to do? Nathan? What's up with Nathan? Yo, hold up, man. You was trying to do something with the kid, Nathan? Nathan gotta chill out with that. Oh, heck no.
Took a blanket from under her bed and laid on the floor shaking, feeling extremely confused and uncomfortable. The whole next day, I didn't see Nathan. I knew he was in the house because he fed my little sister breakfast, but I knew he was avoiding me now. I couldn't exactly call my parents because I didn't know either of their cell phone numbers. It was a weird long day of me staying in my room and playing games with my little sister. Nathan never came in once. That night, I couldn't sleep for obvious reasons, and I don't know how much time passed before hearing my door creak open again. This time I didn't look up. I laid there until I heard the door close, and then a few moments of silence later, I looked up to the door, but he wasn't there this time. I turned on the lamp to confirm this, but even at 8, I knew he was creeping around again, and I wanted to go to sleep in my sister's room to protect her in my mind. I got up and took my pillows and blanket to my sister's room, and lo and behold, Nathan was already halfway towards my sister's bed in the pitch black room. I yelled at him to get away from her, and he told me to calm down, he's just checking on her. He hurried out of the room, and I locked the door. That was the last time I ever saw him. The next morning, I woke up on my sister's floor and told her let's play games in her room until Mom and Dad get back, which was early in the day, thank God. We heard our parents get home and talk with Nathan outside, but we didn't leave her room until he was gone. My parents asked me why I slept on her floor. I don't remember what I said, but I know I didn't tell them the real reason. In fact, I never did. I regret it often, not telling them all those years ago, so that Nathan guy would get in trouble.
Yo, Nathan,
I'm scared because of me, he might have actually at some point successfully hurt a child. It's sadly something I kept bottled up my whole childhood, simply because I felt too embarrassed and awkward to tell anyone.
Nathan over there playing pedophile games. Nathan ought to be... Man, Nathan, that's strange, bro. Hopefully he didn't do nothing to the sister, bro. Hopefully he did not do anything to the sister, guys. I hope that's not the case. But Nathan was aiming for the kids, dog. He was aiming for the kids, man. I don't know how old Danny was, or not Danny, but whoever the anonymous was. I hope nothing went down. But Nathan tried to get in the bed with him. Oh, that's disappointing. That's disappointing, Nathan. Good. I hope he got caught before he did anything, devastating to someone's kid. But nevertheless, man, we are at the end of the scary videos. We did have some scary ones, man. I'm not gonna lie, I did feel a little creeped out, so I checked. Like, you know how like you have a creak in the door, and like in the movies it's kind of weird. So there's a door right next to me to the bathroom, and it was open a little bit, and I don't like it because I feel like something might be peeking through it. So I just turned on the light, see what's in there, and then I closed it. That's why I got up earlier. I'm not gonna lie, I did get a little creeped out, but we back, we here. We're all good. Let's get to the funny stuff. The stuff that's going. Let us ease up. If anybody has a suggested video of something funny we could watch, either a prank or like a fun video, drop it in the chat and we could check it out together, watch it together. I got some videos in mind if you guys don't have any. But that's what we do over here, man. We end off on a good note so that people could go to sleep. I'm not trying to like give people nightmares. I know like the first time I did this show, one person had a nightmare, told me the last time, and I'm like, oh crap. So let's continue doing fun videos at the end to get your mind off of it. So if anybody has a video, this is the time to drop it in the chat and we will get straight to it. But as you guys are thinking, I'm going to go watch pranks. Yeah, if you have a particular one you want me to check out, drop it in the chat and we'll get straight to it. But for now, let's do a video. Let's do a video from hold on. Should we do a try not to laugh? Let's do a try not to laugh video. I don't know which one to pick though. Try not to laugh. Okay. Let's watch this one. I think I got a good one. I think I have a good one. Let me change the scene. I think I have a good one right here. From
Millions find a low cost.
let's pause this real fast. Okay. All right, I'm just waiting for this video to finish. Yeah, it's copyright music in it. That's why we're muting it. Won't mess with the copyright music. All right.
Hey, Toby.
So this is a try not to laugh. So I'm gonna try to participate and try not to laugh too. Let's see if I survive.
Can you never take an orphan to dinner?
I don't know. Where can you never take an orphan to dinner?
Family restaurant.
That's poor from you, lot.
I
didn't laugh.
It nearly got me so bad.
It's crazy because my granddad said, your generation relies too much on technology. I replied, no, yours does, and unplugged his life support.
Damn. Savage.
No, cool.
What's your next one, bro?
Come on then, Ethan.
Oh, brother, he's already.
What do you throw a racist when he's drowning?
I don't like where this is going. I don't know. What do you throw a race?
His wife and kids.
Wait, what?
What?
They were drowned too.
Oh. That's
Oh,
yeah.
oh, fair.
Yeah.
That one, yeah, that
Oh,
one.
nice.
That's a bit of justice. That
Yeah, that was a lot.
That's not fair.
This is not funny so far.
Nah, this is a cheat code, man. It's a cheat code.
Yeah, he'll laugh as well.
Bro's not even gonna read the joke.
Whose turn is it?
Oh, is it my time?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I just win.
poor Stephen Hawking. He couldn't pass the I'm not a robot test.
It's not even funny.
That was quite good.
He's crying.
That was quite good. That was quite
I tried so hard! Oh, Dillian!
That was
I did it! It's the balls after Stephen Hawking.
I'm really bad at this.
You got this.
It's Josh-
Knock him out.
It's Josh's turn.
Knock him out. Be the first YouTuber to knock him out.
You got to look at him, though, boss.
And let's do another one. Let's do, let's do another one. This is 18 minutes. Let's do one that's from all deaf digital dad jokes. Let's do a try not to laugh with that. All deaf digital. I can't see the numbers. Oh, let's turn on the lights too, cause we're done. Dad jokes. All right. All deaf digital dad jokes. Let's go right here. Before we do that, let's turn on the light. It's getting hot in here. Turn off this light. I think this light is hot. That's probably why I'm burning up a little bit. All right. Let's go. So let's do a try not to laugh to this one.
Robert. What tool got thrown out of the toolbox for fighting and being too loud?
What?
The ratchet.
Okay, ratchet, ladies.
Just gonna
Ratchetness. That
the
makes a little bit
ratchet,
of sense.
though, you know what I'm saying?
What do you call a group of baby soldiers?
What's that?
An infantry.
I like that.
That's pretty good.
How did Daffy and Donald Duck promote their car dealership sale?
Oh.
They said we are having a sale spectacular.
That was just okay.
Okay, I found this on the web for when you have the cereal spell quack. Take a look.
She should write your jokes.
Was that my Siri talking?
Yes.
Oh my God.
What do you call a snowman with a six-pack?
What's that?
An abdominal snowman.
I knew he was gonna go there. I said it in my head already before.
Yeah.
That was kind of obvious.
What would King T'Challa's name be if he had asthma?
What?
The Black Panther. You held that in, huh? You felt it. See it in your soul.
I wasn't able to make reservations at the library.
Why not?
They were completely booked.
You do get books at the library.
Tons of them.
All right, see what you're doing out there. When the mouse called 911 from behind the refrigerator.
Tony broke! No, yeah. That's gonna count against yourself. Yes, it is.
Edit this out.
You gonna laugh again.
Here we go. When the mouse called 911 from behind the refrigerator, what did they say on the phone?
What?
Me being the trap.
Yeah, so much potential.
Nah.
Meet me in the trap, man. The mouse was in the trap.
Did you hear about the cheese factory that exploded in France?
Nah.
Yeah, there was nothing left but debris.
Breeze of cheese.
Cheese.
Tremendous. What's the best cereal to eat late in the fourth quarter?
What?
Cinnamon Toast Crunch Time.
Yeah, these ain't getting me.
It's crunch time.
These ain't getting me, man.
That was just stupid. I saw Tom.
Oh.
Just put that laugh.
Hey, the sentence cut off.
Just put that laugh in one of my
I'm not gonna lie.
jokes.
I'm not gonna lie. The cut off, like him hesitating, that was funny.
I saw Tom Hanks today, so I asked him for an autograph.
What did he say?
He just wrote thanks.
When France purchased one of the 50 states, what did they call this purchase?
What?
A French Montana.
That was stupid.
All
How did I
these
laugh
stupid,
at it?
Man. All of them are stupid.
To the person that stole my Microsoft Office, I will find you. You have my word.
I like that.
Because Word is one of the programs.
I like it.
You have my word.
Look
at me.
You gotta say it.
You have my word.
Yeah. When a zoologist knew how the black bird was going to respond, what'd they say?
What?
That's so Raven. Nothing, man. Just let it have. Yes. Feel it.
I couldn't decide what Asian food I wanted more, Japanese or
Yeah, it's the pop.
The fumbles, man.
Yeah, the fumbles. The fumbles is funny. The fumbles is
You
funny.
got to take them all out.
You ready? I can't. Here we go.
It's the here, man. Trying to get his words together.
Trying to place the sentence in my mind. All right, here we go. I couldn't decide what Asian food I wanted more, Japanese or Chinese, so.
Wow.
I just called it a tie.
Really? The actual punchline didn't work?
Nah.
I switched to sensitive toothpaste.
Why?
Because I was an asshole.
What is that? He's just because
It's not a joke.
It was actually supposed to say I switched to sensitive toothpaste, but I don't think it's working because I'm still an asshole. But he hit me with the Y in the middle, so I just threw it up there. I just threw up the lie. But
I responded wrong?
I'm counting that laugh though.
Nah, man.
It's too late, nah, bro.
Nah, man.
You ain't got even. I switched to sensitive toothpaste, but I don't think it's working.
okay, let's do let's do Craig Smith. Oh wait, I said Craig Smith. Yeah, Craig Smith is funny to me. Craig. Okay, it's 4 minutes, so we're good. 4 minutes.
For the scary good bakers.
We gotta hold on. Whoa, 10. Oh, wow. All right, Craig Smith might get us to laugh. Let's try to do another. Try not to laugh. Reaction. Billy Soros.
Why did the bird collector's girlfriend get a splinter? Because he had a woodpecker.
Oh, woodpecker. Yes. Why couldn't G Unit catch the bus?
Why?
They didn't have 50 Cent.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
What did the 2x4 say to the construction worker?
What?
I'm bored.
Okay. Called my wife on the way up here. I said, when I get home, I want you to do something freaky to me. You know what she said?
What'd she say?
Who is this?
Almost got me.
What do you call a lesbian that's only attracted to a woman's fingers when they're waving farewell?
Hey, look. He was he's trying to hold it in so bad because Craig's lines be the way he put it together is just like so freaking is weird but funny. So he was trying to keep it in on the first line. I was trying to keep it in too, man.
I don't know, Craig.
Bisexual.
Oh, you got some good stuff today. I see. In China,
Crazy.
what do they call the ghost of dead hookers?
What do they call it?
Holy Spirit.
That's no stupid. What do you call it when a bag of heroin signs an ecstasy pill to a recording contract?
Craig, what you got?
A drug deal.
All right, you going to the heavy stuff. I see that. All right, I see that. What do you call a werewolf from the hood?
What?
Inglewolf.
Man, fuck really, man. That's funny. What do you get when the Crips and Bloods don't flush the toilet?
What?
A whole lot of gang shit.
I see where you're going with this, and that was a good one.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
Usher got a new song coming out with B2K. You know what it's called?
What is it called?
Bump, 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 the remix.
This speed is measured when lethargic sex ends with a finger in your chest?
Hey, yo, man.
All right. What we got?
Slowpoke.
I like your style, Craig. R. Kelly and Bill Cosby are making an album together. You know what it's called?
No.
Sleepy.
What do you call a street gang full of dudes shaped like Doughboy and Suge Knight? Heavy set.
All right, we got that one out.
What do you call it when that same street gang hates trees?
I don't know.
Bigotry.
Woo! H-Town.
All right, Billy won that one, man. Let's watch another video. We got Kai Sinat's Best Try Not to Laugh. We're going to turn the headphones down because this dude be loud, man. This young brother right here, he gets loud. He's from New York, the motherland New York, so, you know, he get wild with it and loud. Let's go. I'm going to try to do it with him. I don't know. I never seen this video. Hopefully it's funny. But let's see, man.
Try Not to Laugh starting.
Hey, to get the last thing out, don't
okay,
work,
let's
man.
get started, and good luck.
I'm scared to go to. Come on, son.
Oh, this guy got.
Relax your mind, take your time on me. Let me get you. Oh!
This motherfucker went out, yo! Man down! Man down!
Oh!
You dummy!
Take off this dress.
You sure you want me to do that?
Oh my god, nigga.
Oh yeah!
What?
Hold on. Wait. The helicopter. That sounds so funny to me. I don't know what it is, but with some of the sound bites from the Indian, fam, sounds so funny. Helicopter. Let's go back.
Oh yeah!
What?
Oh shoot! Oh whoa! Hey! Jamaicans are wild! What the heck?
Jamaicans.
Hey, good night, bro. Good night.
Jamaicans are wild out here, bro.
Okay.
Oh,
Man, what the f is going on, man? I'm just doing my bro. I came here for a haircut. You blowing that shit on motherfucking mouth,
we didn't laugh yet, so we still good.
Then you got him looking at me, got my mouth on. You don't talk time. He on. Man, Slime came with him on.
That ain't like the baby.
Bro, cuz, what I just told you, bro?
Don't be filming me, brother. You got your homo thug black balls over there.
What the hell are you talking about? I am not a goddamn pedophile. It never happened. Never fucking will be.
No.
I'm not gonna lie. He almost got me. Let me breathe, cause that almost got me laughing. That guy, bro, that was funny. That was funny to me. His voice almost got me. All right, we back.
Oh my God, I knew that was you, bro. Jimmy Butler, bro.
Hey, get off me, sir!
Jimmy
What's
Butler,
your problem?
bro. You Jimmy
That's
Butler.
the guy you are. Do not touch me.
What's wrong with you, bro? Why you so hyper, Jimmy? What's wrong, Jimmy? That's Jimmy Butler. Y'all know who Jimmy Butler is?
Yeah.
Play basketball. That's Jimmy Butler.
Y'all should give him
Vote on grade. Wake up, stupid.
Hey!
Ow!
His kneecaps. His kneecaps. Hold on, let's see if Kai's laughing over here, man.
I tried to land. Am I really ugly?
Hold on, wait. He said he tried to land. That was funny. He tried to land? Come on, let's go.
I got a knot in my pocket, I look to the left and the right, then I give him a knot. You would think that my nigga went fishing, cause bro, my mama, that little nigga stay with a ride. Bitch treat me like a bottle, if she let me hit when we done, she gon' walk with.
Hold on, copyright. Oh, lordy.
Man, tap it all afternoon on my end. But anyway, some of y'all bitches on here, y'all got the game fucked up. 2, we got some cool females on this motherfucker, and we got some rude ass, fake ass bitch.
Yo, boy, you work here?
What you mean if I work here? You don't see the CV on my back? You don't see me stacking shit? My nigga, fuck you if I work here. Obviously, I fucking work here.
Yo, stop talking like that, my nigga.
My nigga.
Where's your manager, matter of
I'm
fact?
the manager, nigga. What happened? Don't let me stand up, boy. You don't want to.
Stand the fuck. Yo,
What happened? What you
what a
need?
Giphy's at, my nigga?
Just right get the fuck out of my face. Right here.
The Giphies.
Alright. I need these. Nah, this not
Going
hitting.
crazy.
Clap away.
Clap these.
Damn!
What you talking about?
Matter of fact, yo, clap me some Yeezys.
I'm not clapping you.
My nigga,
Oh, yeah, I'm from
No.
there.
Clap me some Yeezys,
No.
my nigga.
I'm from
Clap
New
me some
York.
Yeezys, bro. Some
Get the
Alexanders.
fuck out of here. He's not.
McQueen.
What y'all niggas know about clapping? Y'all niggas know nothing about clapping shit. Kai going to the moon.
Man, it's little Nick did it. And I'm gonna need y'all to do me a big old favor. I want to be the first midget to go to space. I need y'all to tag NASA. Fuck it. Tag Elon Musk. We gotta make it happen. Do it for the culture.
I can't even talk. I can't even walk.
Damn!
Please keep falling at Juicy Crab.
3.
The limp away is crazy. Oh my goodness. Yeah, sip of water. That almost got me. The limp away is crazy, bro. He said you have the nigga accent. Are you from the Bronx? I got family. I got family in the Bronx, and then some family in Brooklyn.
What?
So yeah, we from over there. Hold on, what happened over there?
What?
He been burning for 3 weeks.
Oh!
Just.
Oh.
Deontay. Take your ass back to sleep. Where you going?
Say it again.
Say what again? You need to calm down. Don't start hyperventilating and all this shit. Just calm down.
Say it again.
Say what again?
So, your piece been burning? What?
Why you shaking?
Fire. I'm finna eat your ass with your shit.
Why?
What is going on with him? Oh lordy!
Hey! Hey! See? Oh my god! Oh my god!
That's what you get. Don't be doing stupid stuff in the kitchen, baby. When the stove is on, you can't be doing stupid things. They almost just lost their life, or lost some skin. That is crazy.
See? My PS4 broke.
Here we go. Hold on, Sticks. Here she comes, Sticks.
Bro, I'm almost to the top. Oh, shoot. JT, we got. I won this shit.
Oh Lord! Oh Lord! Oh man, that was terrible.
I did not laugh.
Shake.
Not this. Damn.
I'm gonna get my mom to kill you.
I don't give a damn about your mother. She barely come to parent-teacher conference. You think I care? Your daddy ain't been around God knows how long.
Oh my God!
Dead ass daddy. Oh.
Y'all leave him alone. 'Cause you know last time he was almost used the restroom on himself.
Shut up, bitch.
Oh.
I would have said the same thing.
Came a long way from getting passed and every bitch smash or pass. Remember that? That's tough.
Part 3 of my boyfriend embarrassing me while I'm on live.
Y'all bitch ass niggas in her DM. I'm on her toilet.
Oh my fucking God.
Y'all just heard them tears drop.
Hold on, no.
Oh my.
Oh shoot.
Oh my fucking God.
Y'all just heard them tears drop.
Real ass nigga.
The one to fall, not me.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my
That was
fucking
never
God.
gonna be a good idea.
Oh my God.
That's some nasty behind them bushes. Ooh, you must ain't want him.
Oh, damn!
Yo, shit like this, guy. Quack.
Oh, he ain't never quacking again. He's never quacking like a regular. Bro, he's not gonna. How he's gonna eat? He got his beak tweaked. Oh, lordy. He got his joint twisted to the side. That is crazy. Wow. He really did that to the Yo, horses got some powerful, bro. You see the muscle on their back legs? Don't be getting behind horses, especially Clydesdales, trying to do something weird to them. They're gonna kick the heck out of you. Goodness.
You went from duck to fuck.
Hey, boy, this hoe got me fucked up. This hoe talking about she finna stay tonight because it's too much.
He got his
snow on
beak
her car.
tweaked.
Bitch,
That's
please.
crazy.
You gotta go. You gotta get your ass on. We finna slip for this bitch. It's time to go. I don't give a damn how much shit out here in Florida. Shit crazy. Hey, boy, the hoe talking about, can I stay tonight? I can't see. Don't worry about it. I got a place for you. Get the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out of here.
Slipper with the towel. Gotta go home.
My mama's baby, I keep a gun, I don't even sell my leg. Fuck a gold plat, I want my nigga.
Oh shoot! I keep on forgetting the copyright is serious out here. We gotta make sure you're on top of that. This is just stupid. It's not even funny.
Dude, that is on crack. I gotta hop on some GTA tonight.
You pull this shit off, you're gonna die, bro. I'ma kill you, bro.
You in the car?
I'm in the car, cuz. Take it back. Just take it back. Just take it back.
Snap.
Just take it back, bro.
What the fuck?
Just take it back.
It's a nice car, bro. It's a nice car, bro. You want me to take a repair for? I'll repair the car for you right now, bro.
You good.
Got it, bro. Got it, bro.
Yo, nah, yo, Jared said I am.
You ain't gonna grab his shoulder.
Yo, this was the nigga that was at the fucking Lil Uzi shoot, bro. This nigga's like fucking 5 feet.
Jared said I am.
He was in the vlog too.
You ain't gonna grab his shoulder.
Get that shit! Ah! Get that shit!
That nigga look like Cheeseaholic.
Get that shit!
Okay.
Kyla,
Easy.
did you laugh?
No.
Am I a munch?
Yes.
Am I gay?
Yes.
If you laughed, you will have to face one of these 3 punishments.
Easy. Pay them
Make a
niggas.
poll for chat and we will decide which.
That was great.
Yeah, that was easy, man. That was easy. Easy. Hey, man. Hold on. Let me see what I got. Okay, boom. Thank you guys for tuning in to another Scary Saturdays, man. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys didn't get too scared and is able to go to sleep tonight. Subscribe if you're new. It is free, man. I see some new people inside the chat. Definitely subscribe if you're new. If you're watching the playback, thank you for watching. hit the like button. If you're on this live, hit the like button. Share the content if you like it, man. We got more content coming. Lot to bring to the channel, man. We got a lot in store, a lot planning. But it's been another Scary Saturdays, man. Let me know in the chat or the comments what the scariest part was of this live, and then that's it. But we done watched some funny videos, some try not to laughs. I'm feeling good. Hopefully, you guys that are watching are okay and aren't terrified still. But nevertheless, man, it's been another Scary Saturdays. Stay tuned. Make sure you turn on your notification bell so you don't miss a live. I'm gonna be doing lives more often, like in between the week, maybe a Wednesday, maybe a Thursday. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna let you guys know. Follow me on Instagram as well if you wanna get some updates on there. You can email me at eddyedtv@yahoo.com. That's where you can email me and we can stay in contact that way, or you can DM me on Instagram. Without further ado, I think that's all the announcements I have. Oh yeah, check out the podcast channel. I do a podcast with a friend of mine. It's called Holy Duo Podcast on YouTube. It's Holy Duo on YouTube. It's not Holy Duo Podcast, but it's Holy Duo on YouTube. But we do podcasts, and we're going to be implementing lives on there as well, soon to come. But yeah, man, go check out the podcast channel. Check out the vlogging channel, the gaming channel. If you like games, go to the gaming channel as well. It's Eddyed Gaming on there. And I think we got it all, man. Till next Scary Saturdays, hope you guys have a good night. And definitely have a good night's rest. Catch you guys next video. Peace.